As it begins to warm up outside and the summer months approach, you may start to notice more motorcycles out on the road, which means when you're driving, you need to be a little more aware.
The Kentucky Office of Highway Safety released a statement earlier today that there were 1,575 crashes involving motorcycles in Kentucky last year. I sat down with the Perry County coroner and a local biker club member to learn what we can do to curb that number. In 2022, there were 1,575 crashes involving motorcycles in Kentucky, which means there were more than 4 motorcycle-related crashes every single day of the year, which resulted in 99 motorcycle-related deaths.
Put the cell phones down. You know, it can wait. It can wait. It's not worth risking someone's life to send that text out.
Perry County Coroner Wayne Bowling says he believes that distracted driving is the biggest contributing cause to any crash on the roadway, adding that taking preventable measures such as wearing a helmet when driving is very important.
You don't know what the vehicle that's fixing to pull out is going to do, and if you are engaged in an accident, that helmet is going to be very crucial to preventing some serious internal head injuries.
And Todd Delph, president of Backwoods Vipers, is an avid rider, saying there are things every biker should do to stay safe. From making sure the helmet is Department of Transportation approved to wearing leather to protect the body.
The next thing is you really got to get on safety with the roads. You know, you want to explore roads, but you got to look out for bad potholes, anything in the road. Somebody could have had an accident and you roll up on it. I mean, you don't want to give yourself room to stop. That's a big, big thing right there.
He also says it is important to inspect your bike before riding, and it is best to ride in a group.
A lot of people in, you know, trucks and stuff, they don't see the motorcycle coming. They don't hear it or see it. But if you've got, you know, say 8 or 10 of you riding together, they see you, they hear you, and we have blockers.
Bowling added that he has seen multiple motorcycle-related deaths and hopes Kentuckians will remember that safety comes first.
One is too many, and you would like to think that most of these are preventable just by bringing an awareness.
Aside from motorcycle-related crashes last year, the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety says there were 344 crashes resulting in 229 injuries and 13 deaths involving bicycles. So once again, make sure you're driving alert and aware.
One Eastern Kentucky Sheriff's Office is asking for your help finding the driver of a motorcycle involved in a recent chase. The incident occurred yesterday on the Mountain Parkway in Powell County. Deputies say the bike, a Yamaha MT-10, was found wrecked and left behind near exit 10 and Goff's Corner. Police think the bike could have been stolen. We are told the driver is a man and was last seen in a dark-colored jacket wearing a backpack. If you have any information about where that driver could be, contact the Powell County Sheriff's Office on Facebook, or you can call the dispatch non-emergency line at 606-663-4116.
Clouds starting to work into the region this evening. There you see them in Slade, kind of low-hanging clouds working in. All part of that low pressure to our north, keeping it chilly. 57 along the Mountain Parkway right now. There's a few more clouds working into London Corbin Airport at this moment. We'll continue to see those temperatures fall from the 50s slowly into the 40s as we head a little bit later on tonight. Winds still whipping out there, 20, 25, upwards of 30, even 35 miles per hour in some spots. Looking at Julian Carroll Airport in Jackson, where they've gusted to 35 so far. Middle 50s, even some upper 50s and low 60s, where the clouds are just hanging off just a little bit longer. But I think we'll all see those clouds a little bit later on. Watching a couple of showers trying to work towards 64. It's going to be a little bit before they move in. You see that whole wave kind of pushing to the south. So folks in maybe Elliott into Lawrence County, keep an eye on the north for the potential for a few showers. Your forecast first through the next 12 hours will drop those temperatures into the 40s, especially once we clear out a little bit later on tonight. Guys, I'll have the very latest in just a few minutes on when we start to feel a little bit more like mid-May in a little bit. Olivia?
All right, thank you, Evan. Mountain Comprehensive Care Center of Prestonsburg is receiving a portion of a new grant for opioid abatement. WYMT's RJ Johnson has more.
Last week, Attorney General Daniel Cameron announced more than $8 million in grants given to different organizations in their parts of the opioid epidemic. And one of those places is the Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
The substance abuse problem that plagues our society can't be fought by one individual or one organization or one agency. It takes a multifaceted approach.
Which is why Clinical Director Michael Fannin says grants like this is what helps create more opportunities and resources.
We will be able to use these funds to go towards further opportunities to provide transitional living programs, quicker access to treatment, be able to, meet clients who otherwise wouldn't have been able to reach these services had we not had this additional funding.
One of those programs will be a transitional living program, something Fannin says they have been missing.
And with this type of transitional program, it's the missing element that they will need to ensure, sustained recovery and being able to get back on their feet and transition into, being a productive member of society.
Fannin says he's grateful for the money and that the money will be put towards good use. In Prestonsburg, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
All right, thank you, RJ. Fannin says the program will serve more people in the region so that they do not have to travel far for treatment.
One mobile clinic that offers a variety of medical services will return to Eastern Kentucky soon. Officials with Remote Area Medical, or RAM, have announced they will be in Perry County next month. RAM will offer free dental, vision, and medical care at East Perry Elementary School on Saturday, June 3rd and Sunday, June 4th. Doors will open at 6 a.m. on that Saturday, and services are on a first-come, first-served basis. The parking lot will open at midnight on Saturday and stay open until the clinic closes.
With many Kentucky schools taking part in state testing soon, students may seem more stressed than usual.
WYMT's Alyssa Williams spoke with educators, school counselors, and even students on why this time of the year can be stressful and what can be done to help students with test anxiety.
For students like Dalton Day, standardized testing can cause unwanted anxiety.
From being non-tested to tested and this relying on getting accepted to college, it's really stressful because what if you don't meet the benchmarks and requirements?
And as many Eastern Kentucky schools are preparing for Kentucky state testing, educators are seeing this stress firsthand.
As a human, we don't like to be tested. So kids in general get nervous about a test anyway. So yeah, there's always that little bit of anxiety, but then when you put the added pressure, hey, this is a state test, this is important, all those things, and of course it adds more stress.
School-based counselor Carrie Lawson says caregivers can play a crucial role in alleviating test anxiety.
Making sure they get enough rest. It's going to be hard for them to get up and do a test if they're already tired. So making sure they get enough rest, and then I think a lot of kids too, they have low self-confidence, and so they need to believe in themselves and say, hey, I can do this, I'm prepared for this.
Lawson says if the anxiety becomes too much for students while taking a test, there are things they can do to help.
Deep breathing. A lot of kids, when you get anxious, you struggle to breathe or you just get really nervous, and just kind of focusing on your breathing and doing some deep breathing can really help when we're feeling anxious.
And for teachers, offering a sense of support to students can also help to ease any anxiety.
At the end of the day, you just tell them do your best. That's all you can do.
Helping kids to not stress the test. In Hazard, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Lawson adds that rewarding students for test prep or trying their best can also help to relieve stress surrounding testing and to give them something to look forward to once testing is complete.